the glamour the modern banking systems carries. It can the trace is in the handle. The humble origins per the humble the origins in ancient temples. The banking system not merely the types now is today. It is old as the civilization itself. The first of these so-called banks in our established in some five and the hundred of thousands of years ago. In this represents the temple of this ancient Sonora. There was a course of no money or sack in this days that one would be visited with the temple today. And this ancient peoples in however headed by their own system. And the variables asset and the questioning of grain, patterns, results, implements and extras. No bankers of today in his rights mind in as he take a cow as deposit in the part of the temple and eventually. We however need to remember that the perception of variables and the prosperity and the constitutes that serves over the millenniums. And that we see today the insufficient patterns with the need of the same dimension hello to the early because of the solar. At later stage of the civilization, the precious metals such as the gold and silvers and other materials in forms of the easy to carry and compresses the planet and were deposited in the temple space. It is not difficult to understand the why temples have source and for depositing the variables. For one thing, they were displayed in another way, another they were and the oil protected. From this way, we are split as split. Another way, there are also two splits. There's the variables asset as CR. There were the protected. In this, split necess provides safety and the not always. We all know that Saturday the temple is called the summon the mediators in Gujarat. This is the vast which was the vast institution house of the treasurers and the variables. These treasurers that used the Sultan Mahmud of Guzani to launches one of these and 70 strokes into the India and possess the temples in the Rushok Chanson in 18th and 10th century. Rebellions and their letters and the counterfeits in the Middle Ages in Italy. The Francis or England did not have to receive the decorated interviews or fact tips the computers or anything resembling the state of art equipment of modern times. Some of these so-called the bankers as an the middle years Italy and the head in the merely long branches or two as the beast asset to conduct the banking businesses. In the open spaces of the city centers, the histograms of banking tells us and that the word bench comes from banco, the Italian's word of the benches. The banco, the Italian's words of the benches. The idea of bank in operating the open spaces, the bank in operating in on open spaces from a glance, the sound, the interesting document. The image that is the plight, image that the plight of people, plight of the people, image the plight of these people, the who had this money deposited in their source bankers, and the part and one fine and the mornings discovered the warrior that the worst bankers had and the portoliers and were to the banknesses of the previous nights. Now all that way the lift the behind was Poland's once as the news the witnesses to what someone's offense. Now what is that the headlines of the depositors and the others and then banking the banks that clears from the period the reflecting the ways of the bank and the headlines the depositors. Comes to us in the forms of the word in the bank of means banking and the breaking the branches. And deposit is the occasional the breaking the branch, which is the equivalent of the modern and the day the banks in the period years. The view was the bright places of this modern banking was and the bright place of this modern banking of the Italian citizens. The Florentines played their Ireland's rules, and the Venice also, and the Munster have reached the heritages on this business of banking. William Shakespeare's in Elodius Studios and the proliferations of banking in the city of the materials and merchandise of Venice, the personalized price of this embracing in the Jewish and merchandise names these kilos and these kilos in fact of banks names of banks of Venice. Established and in fact the bank named Bank of Venice and established in 1157. It's supposed of this most and since banks in the world. The banking and the business and the recreatives of and the from Italy, Christian and the Ireland, it is to as easily as in 1349 the business of banking was carried on by the cloth and merchandise of Babylonians was they are subjected to official regulations. They were not allowed to do commerce in the commons these businesses and the under these gains of sufficient security. In this way, the public bank was established in the Palestinians in 14 which used exchange money and receive deposit and discount the bills on exchange and abroad of these citizens and all these the Florentinians and actresses. The Bank of Amsterdam was established in 1609 in the Netherlands to meet the neighbors of this merchandise in the city. It received all kinds of and this big of deposit and deposit would be the woodworks on demands and transfers on this amount of 1% to others. The Bank of the Amsterdam was established in 1609 in the Netherlands to meet the to meet the needs of this merchandise of the city. It accepted all kinds of space on deposit, and this deposit could be the withdraw on demands and transfers from account of one person to another. The bank also issue the depositors one kind of certificate entitling them to withdraw the depositor within the 6 months. This writing orders in course of times in the terms to be used the same manner as the modern itself. It is interesting to note that most of these European banks of the existing were the parents and the morals of Bank of the morals form of Bank of Amsterdam. The English were the supervising and rather slow the pick-ups the business of banking in the later period, and they were distinctive to play leading roles. In England, it was the gold summit who were responsible for immediate banking businesses in this country. And they used to receive their customers and valuables and funds from safe in custody and issue and receipt in exercise. The note acknowledged the sum, the notes, in course of time, because and payable the periods on demands and the hints of enjoyed the considerable circulation. In fact, the gold summit and notes may be considered as the preludes of this language. In the initial stage of people stage to deposit gold and gold coins, which is goldsmiths for the safe in custody in exchange of price of these students and services. The gold summit is used to the purity of golds and the coins and before the issuance of deposit and receipt. This receipt begins to the circulated as this medium of exchange, and because